So for the second time in a week, we have Russian drones entering the airspace of a NATO country. Last week it was Poland when 19 drones entered Polish airspace, ultimately were shot down and destroyed. Today, it seems like they were entering Romanian airspace. And now there were some F-16 fighter jets that were dispatched, sounding like they haven't shot down the drones or didn't based on the trajectory. I think they let them crash on their own. But not the point. This is the second time that Russian drones have entered a NATO country's airspace when Ukraine is not a member of NATO, but in this war with Ukraine, Ukraine is surrounded by NATO countries. And this isn't the first time that a NATO member country has been accidentally targeted. Poland got hit, I think it was a year ago or 2 years ago, they had a missile end up in Poland, and we all waited to see if Poland was going to invoke Article 5 of the NATO Charter. Article 5 being an attack against one is an attack against all. Now, when it came to the 19 drones that entered Polish airspace last week, Poland stopped short of invoking Article 5. They only invoked Article 4, which calls for basically a summit of all of the NATO members. I did another video about that. But they're going to be having communications, and they're going to try to figure out what to do. And now you have this incident with Romania. They could also invoke Article 5. Now, they may not invoke Article 4 because that has already been done, and they're dealing with the same issue. So I don't know if they would need to have another conference. They probably will just bring this up when they were talking with everybody else about it. But if they invoke Article 5, we will have to see what Donald Trump and this administration does to back NATO. Now, Donald Trump has been wanting to pull out of NATO. He threatened to do it during his first term. Joe Biden signed a defense authorization bill during his term. That makes it harder for the president to leave NATO. I believe he needs the consent of 2/3 of both chambers of Congress, and they don't have the votes for that. So we'll have to see how this administration handles a request and a call for aid from Romania if they decide to invoke Article 5. But this is the second time in less than a week that Russian drones have entered a member nation's airspace. We're going to have to keep an eye on it. This is still developing. Don't know how they're all going to react, but I think Russia is testing the waters to see how NATO, and specifically Donald Trump, is going to react.